Hey there Short Kings, and welcome to my video. In this one, I'm going to go over protein sparing modified fast. It's a challenge that I'm going to put myself through for the next 10 to 14 days. I picked this idea up from Thomas DeLauer in one of his videos, and I have some time off from work so I can actually focus on doing this and committing to it for the length of time that it needs because, quite frankly, it's a pretty extreme diet. So what is protein sparing modified fast? The idea is you're going to reduce your calories an extreme amount, like I said, and bring your protein up to about 1 gram per pound of goal body weight. So in this instance, I'm currently 197 pounds, 200 pounds, and I plan on getting down to about 175. So with this method, it's basically a lever to pull, as Thomas DeLauer says, that allows you to get in great shape for the summer. So what that's going to look like for me is these are the foods I'm going to eat. Greek yogurt, egg whites, and ground beef, right? About 175 grams. I'll go over all the way I break up the diet a little later in the video, but this is essentially all I'm going to eat, plus some vegetables that I got to pick up today. So why am I doing this? I'm going to drop some body fat, lean out for the summer. Also a very curious individual, and I like these kind of challenges because I'd like to see what happens. The other thing that I'm interested in is doing a second video where not only do I achieve the goal I set for myself, but I'd like to record the steps of how I maintain that. I don't see that often enough in the fitness community, and it's something I just wanted to bring light on when it comes to actually doing the challenge, getting through the challenge, and then re-establishing your calories and your activity, because with the way this goes, my activity is going to decrease dramatically in regards to cardio, but I'm going to maintain my actual strength training throughout this process. That's another portion of it that's really important, is to maintain your strength training, to incentivize your body to maintain the muscle, because you have the 3 aspects of maintaining muscle. That's through high protein, resistance training, and calories, and we're going to be dropping the calories. So I have to make sure that the other 2 aspects of it are dialed in. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get a weigh-in to show my day 1 starting weight, and then, kind of go over the physique that I've got currently. 200.8. Alright, so this is where we're at with the current physique. Alright, so as you can see, some of the aspects that I'm kind of hoping comes out of this cut is going to be this tightening up, getting more defined abs even though they're not too bad. But yeah, sitting currently about 200 pounds, hoping to drop about 25 pounds. Over the 10 to 14 days, I probably won't achieve that, but we'll see what happens by the end of it. First meal of the day is going to be a Greek yogurt bowl. As part of the PSMF protocol is fasting. My window is going to be from 1 o'clock to 9 o'clock. I'm basically going to kick off with however much I have for Greek yogurt in here. I do know I need to go pick up some more. That'll be a little later today. Costco is where I get these 3 kilo tubs of Greek yogurt. And as far as calories go, it's your standard Greek yogurt, no fat. Has 100 calories, 0 grams of fat, 6 grams of carbs, and 19 grams of protein. And yeah, so let's see how much we got here. So I got about 300 grams. I'm going to take that, throw that into Macro Factor, which is the app I use. Not sponsored or anything. So I'm at about 177 calories and 30 grams of protein so far for today. Now what I like to do with this to keep the calories low is add Splenda and cinnamon. That's how I like to have my Greek yogurt. Maybe a bit much, we'll see. We'll taste. That's too good. A little bit of sugar or Splenda, a little bit of cinnamon, good to go. With that, I'll also take my vitamins, and what I'm taking for vitamins for the day, each day, is going to be fish oil, helping with the heart health, reducing inflammation, good source of omega fatty acids. I take a multivitamin to fill any gaps. I take zinc, helps supporting my immune function, some vitamin D3 for bone health, and Tonkat Elite and Fedosia agrestis. There's been lots of good information regarding testosterone production, so I figured I'd give it a shot. And that's my first meal of the day, along with my supplements. With that being the case, I'll catch you a little later. So this will be my third meal of the day. The second meal I did was a pre-workout of ground beef and egg whites. And then for my third meal, it's going to be 500 grams of egg whites, basically just one of these, that I got from Costco. Put some onions in the pan, and yeah, that'll be it for the third meal. I'll have about 40 more grams of protein to get, which will end up being some more Greek yogurt later in the day, and I'll show you that when I get to that. Alright, so I got last meal of the day. It's 2 servings of Greek yogurt and a scoop of my protein powder mocha that I really enjoy. Again, a little bit of sugar, Splenda, and cinnamon. So that rounds me out to 1,100 calories today and 190 grams of protein, give or take. All in all, first day, I'm not feeling too hungry after all that. I'm sure as it settles in over the next few days, I'm going to feel it a lot more. Maybe tomorrow morning. Again, my eating window is going to be from 1 to 9, so it's 9 o'clock right now, so I got to get that sorted. I'm not sure if I'll do content every single day. I might skip a few days, kind of play it by ear, but I definitely want to keep track of how I'm feeling mentally as I go through this. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Alright, so I'm at day 3. Not a lot happened in day 2. I basically hit my calorie and macro goals, weighed myself this morning, seemed to be on track with what I'm trying to achieve. Again, I'm going to keep that all vague until the end, just so we can see a firm contrast between the two. So what I've got for this meal is 200 grams of ground beef. I'm going to add some volume to it with some sauerkraut, about 60 grams because it's 5 calories per 30, so for an extra 10 calories to this, I get quite a lot of sauerkraut, and then sugar-free ketchup. Again, trying to keep those calories low while adding some flavor and some volume. So I'm going to go ahead and get this down, and I've got an idea of what I want to do for my egg whites because cooking them up is super boring. So I'll see you when I go ahead and put that together. So I said I was going to do something interesting with the eggs, so I'm going to try and make more or less a meringue without throwing it in the oven. And yeah, so what I've got here, 500 grams of egg whites. So I'm going to do a teaspoon of a cream of tartar. I'm going to try a vanilla almond blend. So I've got 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. This is about 4 times based on the servings there. So 2 of these. And 2 vanilla. I've never made this before. Kind of throwing it at the wall and seeing what sticks. Especially since I have 7 more days, 7 to 9 more days of this. Alright, well, I'm going to whip this up. And I'll see you when it's all whipped up, because I know that's going to probably take the longest time. And I have to slowly integrate all this Splenda. That's the big thing about keeping this low in calorie. It's basically going to be a high volume, low calorie, high protein, 50 grams of protein. All right, so I've gone ahead and whipped up the eggs. This is a lot. And it tastes vanilla almond, amazing. Now, can I put this over my head? Like one of Greg Doucette's protein ice creams? Let's find out. Okay, we're good. I am shocked and happy that this worked out. And that's 500 grams of eggs and a sweet treat. So I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this for my second meal, and I'll catch you guys a little later. 6 days in, I'm about 191 pounds so far, down from 200, so 9 pounds. The first few days, I definitely felt a bit of a brain fog, but from my understanding, I believe I've moved into more fat burning as an energy source because of my lack of carbs, at which point I'm definitely feeling a little more energetic. I'm not as, I'm still feeling a bit sluggish, but a little better mentally since the last 2 days. A couple changes. I've adjusted my feeding window from 1 to 9 to 9 to 5, just because I do a lot more during the day and I like to get my workout done earlier, and I don't like to do my weights fasted. So I'm just getting my pre-workout meal, which is going to be 2 servings of Greek yogurt with a serving of protein. Good morning. It's top of day 9. I'm sitting about 191.4. So between yesterday and today, very little weight movement. So what might be occurring is metabolic slowdown. So I'm going to finish up today, hit the gym, hopefully see some movement for tomorrow. But if tomorrow, again, I see very little movement in terms of weight, I think it's then time to move on to increasing activity and increasing calories back up. And I'm very excited to kind of put this video away and move on to actually moving back up, seeing where my weight ends up. But yeah, I'm gonna have my pre-workout meal, which is 200 grams of ground beef, and then I'm gonna be hitting the gym. All right, good morning. It is the top of day 10. We're gonna call it here for the protein sparing modified fast and go back to carbs. So what's gonna happen now is I'm gonna grab the final weight as well as have a look to see where we ended up. Let's go ahead and grab the weight. I see 190.2. So yeah, down about 10 pounds from 200.8 to 190.2, so 10.6. And yeah, came in quite a lot here, came in quite a lot there. All right, so I'm gonna throw a shirt back on and then we'll just talk about how I felt over the experience. All right, so let's talk about my experience over the last 10 days. It certainly hasn't been easy. It's been challenging, just watching friends and family eat as opposed to, for example, I went to my buddy's the other day and while we're sitting around hanging outside, his wife orders a box of crumble cookies here in Edmonton, and they looked incredible. Now the guys were super supportive and they're like, yeah, no, this is crap, you don't want it. I could tell, it just looks so good. But with that being the case, again, being down 10 pounds in 10 days is pretty good, and I can definitely tell a lot of it's body fat, which is the best part of it. But the experience, again, has been challenging. With that being said, putting yourself through adversity feels good, because now I feel when I do have those urges as I keep making my way down in weight, I think I'll be able to deal with those cravings, because that's a big thing when you've been obese before that you struggle with. The ghrelin comes in and you just can't stop eating. But with this experience, I feel I can actually deal with those urges. A couple things I've experienced over the 10 days. Brain fog. Some days I was good, some days I was not. Definitely fatigue later on in the day. A big thing that really helped me throughout this whole challenge has been diet pop, just being able to fill my stomach. But overall, I'm glad I had the experience. I hope there was some value for you guys. If you like this stuff, leave comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think. There will be a follow-up video for the next week. I plan on increasing my calories and my activity slowly. And so I should actually keep losing weight because I'll still be in a caloric deficit up until I hit maintenance calories, which will be 2,600. But that'll all be in the next video. But yeah, if you got this far along, thanks a lot for checking it out. Thanks a lot for being a part of it. Seeing my nonsensical rambling and the random days and stuff. But if you liked it, hit that like button, share it with your friends, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video, Kings.